Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us, and we're here for it's business time. It's not quite end product time, that was the other day, but it is business time. It's time to get the lineups built, get them drafted up, and ready to cook across the weekend, guys. We're here for some FC BarcaLomond members lineup building stuff. There's a bunch of you here, nice and early, got the request locked and loaded and ready to go. We'll be doing fist bumps on arrival, of course, for everyone. Thanks to everyone that's joining us. I'll have a wee bit of a preamble before we get stuck in, but for anyone that is joining us live who's not a member, we're doing lineup building for the members that have got their 24-25 season ticket for FC BarcaLomond, my club, my channel, Quinny 3001, however you want to think of it as. It's £1 a week, £4 a month. All you need to do is click the join button or jump onto the members tab on the YouTube channel. You can also get into the Telegram group, and we do a stream early week normally where we're reviewing galleries and all that good stuff. So yeah, if any of you are here nice and early and you aren't a member, there'll be a point where we'll just be doing member stuff. Now, the lineup builder stream, we actually just leave it out there in public so anyone can watch it. But we'll only be taking the members who have got their season ticket for lineup building duties tonight. So yeah, Monday, Thursday generally is when we try and do these. The Monday one you won't see, so we do that in the clubhouse because we're ripping open galleries and clubs. We're going into the transfer market. What cards should we buy, sell? What teams are we building? What teams should we be ditching? And all that good stuff. But yeah, we'll have a little kind of preamble for a minute or two just to get the ball rolling down the hill, as it were, because we've got a huge weekend. I've got a whole rivals I did a video a few days ago, you guys maybe caught it. I'm trying to get that up and running now just to get the move, get the flow of it all, so that video will be out maybe later tonight or first thing in the morning. We'll see how we do with scheduling it and whatnot. But we're in the middle of a dead midweek where nothing's been happening. So it's been ever since like last Sunday. I seen someone on Twitter put a screenshot of the anti-stack emblem in the arena, and I was like, whoa, the game week is populated. Like, we can go in 2 weeks ahead and go and build some lineups on Sorare. So I've had some drafts and I've been deleting and altering and subbing guys in and around. I've been checking latest projected lineups and all that good stuff. We'll be debuting the Bundesliga. I've really got a headache up here with champion, super rare with midfield especially. But yeah, lots of good teams. I've got 20 lineups here, including training. Have I got all the training lineups done? Is it just 3? Yeah, so I'll have 23 lineups, including training. So 17 competitive teams, which is a lot for me, I think. I'm really excited. Really, it's going to be a big one. Celtic are back in action as well. I know there's a lot of contender lineups coming in here, but the Celtic lineups now are one of the hardest things to build, because if what we fear happens, O'Reilly and Kyogo could DNP, and O'Reilly is so powerful. Especially if it's going to be his last game. Surely he's bringing in a 100, so like, huge dilemmas, huge headaches. Do you risk it? Do you mitigate the risk? Do you go with something safer? It's going to be an absolute boy, to be quite frank with you. Mainly for Team 1. I think with Division 2, having one O'Reilly, one non-O'Reilly, I'm actually quite comfortable with that. So it is just O'Reilly 2 I'm nervous on. And Kyogo, with his links to Man City, actually didn't make any of my teams anyway, with Adam Ida in the building. And I'm going to take a punt, I think, on Shaqiri. I don't know if you've seen, but Shaqiri got announced as a Basel player, and it's like Conor Gallagher at Atletico Madrid, or that kind of style, where it's like all the fans are out, flares are going, he's got the microphone from the balcony of a hotel and all that kind of thing. And I'm going to say it now. If Shaqiri at Basel became a mini Oscar in China, I would not be one tiny bit surprised. Basel aren't in European football this year, and although the Swiss League doesn't have many games and it's got a wonky calendar versus like more of the traditional European calendar or whatever, doubling up with a Jetty as well, who's been on it. This just feels, and he's in season also, so it just feels like there's going to be a wee bit of Basel love for my contender lineups. Maybe this weekend is a punt, but going forward in the European season, we might see that happen once or twice. So yeah, lots of interesting headaches and stuff to go as well, especially for you guys. You'll see more details on the Rivals video when it goes out, but the limited Challenger teams I've got, it's quite slim pickings, but we can, I think, Division 5, like, hey, we've got to be punchy. We've got a lot of New York cards that are pushing 15%. Some Celtic cards. Yuki Kobayashi has moved into Challenger. Mikey Johnson looks to be going to Burnley. So we'll begin some high XP Celtic cards coming in here, and we'll have, like, this will be fun, man. Celtic NYC Challenger. I'm buzzing for it. So we'll see how those teams shake out. I'll still alter them and delete them before we get to the deadline, because Magno and Larson, we don't really have many forward options, so we will be kind of picking the best of the bad bunch, as it were. And yeah, so I'm quite excited for my own teams. We're not here to talk about them today, but I just thought I would preamble with just the tossing and turning I've been doing and all the rest of it. So yeah, let me get into the live chat and see what you guys are saying. Cameron M, boom, first in live and loud. Not sure what the limit is for lineup builds, so I'll ask for 3. Can I have one in-season challenger and 2 challenger classics? No problem, Cameron M. So the members request their lineups to be built in the live chat here. And yeah, like, I don't mind building, Cameron M. I don't mind building tons. So, like, depends on what your gallery is and whatever. But we are against the clock when we're doing these things. I can't be on for like 6 hours or whatever. The gallery reviews I leave a lot more time for because I just generally think that that's more fun for all of us to like spend way more time on. Whereas lineup builders, I think you're mainly using me as a sounding board, as a second opinion, as like a proofread, and you know, yeah, let's keep it to priority lineups for the most part. But there's no soft or hard restriction around it. JC is second up, asking for those contenders. But Johnny TH, Genk and Anderlecht game shown as NG. Email support to see if it will be fixed before the deadline. Ooh, interesting. Give it to those loyal boys at Celtic with all the big clubs and their high reputation. Yeah. I think Vickers is staying. That's kind of been quashed already. The Kyogo one, I think it's just too opportunistic for us not to sell him with the age and the lack of shoulder surgery, you know. Alex Coombs is after 2 Prem teams as well, so let's put Alex up. I still have a little bit of hope. I had a little look at the Brighton team. There'll be a Brighton video out as well in a day or two, talking about where O'Reilly fits in and all the rest of it. And like, it's a great prospect for O'Reilly. I think Brighton could get back into European football. I think if you're O'Reilly, you're going there only thinking, I'm playing for Brighton for 1 year. I'll be a big summer transfer again next year and go to a Champions League Prem team. That has to be the belief, because like playing for Brighton to get into the Conference League, finishing 8th or 7th or whatever, it's not going to touch the sides in terms of ambition on career and all the rest of it. Mikey Baston's next in the house. Love to see that. Empty wallet. It's been a wee while since we did one for you, Mikey, I think. MT_wallet? Yeah. Limited under 23. That sounds like fun. Ian McMillan looking for 3 rare contenders. Ian McMillan, I think you're bar steward, aren't you? All the Ians always confuddle me. Sam Baines, good afternoon, mate. Could you please build a Prem, Champ, blah, 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 blah. Yep, that's no problem. Let's do them. Sam Baines. I'm actually recording a podcast with a member of the Sorare community I'm not too familiar with. I've definitely seen him around once or twice. I think he's more of an American sportsman than yeah. He wants me to tell him about football and stuff. So I'll be recording this at 6 o'clock UK time. It's just like 2 hours from now. So that is like our hard deadline for the show. Maybe 5 minutes just for me to have a cigarette and turn around systems and whatever. But I'll be doing that once we're done here. So that's the only restriction I've got time-wise. Me and McBride Ace, maybe 1 or 2 other guests, will be live on Celtic here tonight to do a proper full-on Celtic preview, what we expect of predicted teams and the transfer news and all that good stuff. So Celtic here, all one word on YouTube. If you're after Celtic specific hardcore content from me and the Scottish whale, McBride Ace, and maybe 1 or 2 other guests as well if they pop along for it. Apocalypto, Fist Bump, Ian Sorare. We're after some contenders under 23, my man. Good to see. Ian Sorare. Maybe I've spelled that wrong. There we go. Scott Marshall, Fist Bump. Mason Y, Fist Bump. What happens to your card when a player makes a transfer? Absolutely nothing, mate. Because as you can see with really any of these lineups, like, yeah, you own the card for life. It's a big part of what I love about Sorare, is the fact that, like, this team here, for example, all 3 of these Girona cards don't play for Girona anymore. I've got them for their career. You know, that's part of the buying the cards part of it, where it's not like FPL, where new season you're like, oh, I found Michael Olise last year for 2 million, but now he's 8 million, and oh, I can't get him in the same. You know, you get the benefit of getting the guy when he's cheap, really believing in him, we're backing him, and taking them season on season. But Jan Couto now with Borussia Dortmund, Riquelme now with Atleti, and Castellanos now in Lazio. Like, that's part of the joy of Sorare for me, Mason Y. So when your card transfers, like we're talking about Shaqiri a minute ago going to Basel, like that kind of thing is just right up my alleyway. I love quirky moves that will benefit player and club in kind, and having a wee card, a wee differential in there that makes a bit of a difference to your lineups. Can you use that card at the new club if it's covered, Mason? Oh, yeah, you're catching that as well. Jamie, hi, Quinny. Fist bump, my man. Good to see you. BarcaLomond cares about the fans, especially those who put their money into the club. A certain other Glasgow club's chairman should take note. Partick Thistle. Right, we'll keep the mudslinging to a minimum, but yeah. Hey, dude, can you build me a Rico Man? This is. Let's get Rico Man up. Rico Man. Rico Man is after some contenders and challengers. Love that. Scott Marshall, hi Quinny, running one Bundesliga classic and yada yadas. Would love your thoughts. S Marshall, no problem. S Marshall 508. S Marshall 508. And then we've got we've got S Marshall. We've got LW 1988. One big question I have: does O'Reilly start this weekend? That is going to be a deadline decision. LW, I think. Dyson the striker. Jota to Ren is going to be great for SO5. Shaqiri to Basil could easily come. Yeah, he could easily cover my O'Reilly. Yeah, for sure. Kobayashi gone Red X. Portimano's get relegated. Oh, you're freaking joking. As he went to a League 2 Portuguese team. That is embarrassing. Wow, that is embarrassing. There's no way we've sold him to them for money, surely. So maybe we just gave him them and said we still own 100% of like economic rights or something, but that's a whitey. No Kobayashi for Challenger utility. Gutted. Hi mate, I'm back on Sorare. Danny 2K, fist bump my man. After a long time, I've built a cheap rare team. Not sure I've entered the best competition or not. Team name is Retro FC. Now, because it's our first time back in a little while, mate, I'll pop you here. You've not got your season tickets. I kind of need to be kind of strict with these things. I sound like an arsehole, and I feel like an arsehole saying that. But I'll put you there, and we'll have a wee peek and a nosy at it if we've got time before we need to shoot. Sorry, Channy, my man. Fist bump. Good to see you. Sorry to miss out the past streams. Busier than usual. Glad to catch one. Love it, my man. We're doing lineup builders. It should be good fun. And Channy's a member, of course. We can crack open Channy's gallery. Can you please help with my Bundes and Champ lineups? Apocalypto. Let's get Apocalypto lined up. Apocalypto. Always have to spell that one out. Shaforko, Peter Stoyanov, fist bump my man, Yowza. Cat around 8. No, Celtics aren't here tonight. Will be 7:30 UK time. Depends what time zone you're in, Jay. Last time you had no time. If you could check. Shaforko, are you sure? I'm pretty sure if you go back, Shaforko, I did get you in. Or if not, I did you the next morning. Shaforko, like 100% we got it. We did a little bonus one in the Friday morning, and it was like 3 or 4 lineups we had to catch. So Shaforko, we definitely got you last week. I'm sorry if you missed it. Adriano, fist bump, my man, good to see you. Jesp, fist bump, good to see you. And that's us caught up with the chat, got us caught up with all the requests. So let's go back to the top. What's Cameron after? A classic and then 2 classic and an in-season Chally. So Chally's going to be quite fun this week because it looks like a lot of the perennial powerhouse teams are shaping up to be their good selves once again. I think Porto and Sporting are both at home. MLS is back. Bruges are playing third place Dender. This is big beer shoot vibes, isn't it? Remember when beer shoot were like top at Christmas and then they fell away big time? Their manager went to America. They had some players move on. A wee bit of the Dender happening there. But yeah, I think McNally could be decent there, even though it's away from home. Coronel away at Charlotte, not good. Steve Clark at home at Toronto, not great either. Yeah, I'd probably take McNally as keeper 1, but that's classic, so it puts a bit of pressure on the out season here, the outfield. Mickey Yaman is solid at home. I quite like that as a safe in-season pick. Good high caliber guy. Facundo Torres, much the same. In a way, it's Sporting Kansas. That's not a fixture you fear necessarily. Felipe Mora will be the striker at home at St. Louis. That works out quite nicely. But then we need to take an in-season, and we've only got Jackson Reagan or Maxime de Kuiper or Zimmerman at home to Austin. I quite like that, actually. That could be a big Zimmerman game. De Kuiper, but away from home. That's the sort of game. I think away from home is great for these types of fullbacks generally because it is like Bruges. Yeah, away from home is what we want. I think we want De Kuiper away. So I think I would put him there, and I don't know if I would captain him. It's between him and Facundo. I would captain one of them. I'm going to pick De Kuiper just for easiness, but you can choose captain. So we've got Challenger Classic, win button. Well, I think we've got that now. So Clark or Coronel. Coronel's a better AA keeper for me. I do like Coronel, but Steve Clark being at home and actually being favoured to win, I think just pushes that over the edge in his favour. We've still got Zimmerman. We've got double Zimmerman, in fact. We've got an Alba. At home at Cincy. I think we take Alba for peaks. We've got Rusnak away, we've got Vanaken away. I think Rusnak Vanaken shapes up as potentially a first choice midfield, but I'm worried that that's going to leave us very light. There's Luke de Jong, AAA rated, in midfield for the final team. But this top classic team, that'll get you into D1. It looks like you're in D2 at the moment. And this one's in D5, so expectations are low anyway. Coronel, Zimmerman's safe. Michelle or Reagan could be differentials, but I'd probably take Zimmerman. Token, actually. Token, who are you playing? Wait, Charlotte. Does Token do better away? How does Token look away from home? Nope. Token's quite good. 49 is an average. We can see some of those better scores. 60 at home. Yeah, he's definitely a home player, isn't he? So now let's stick with Zimmerman. At home, good possession stats and all the rest of it. Bobby Schuff's just about gets this team off the ground, and I think that's fine for the last team we're picking, especially if we can play double forward, two guys that are expected to start and play and have got equal chance of like really just loot boxing their way into a decisive. I don't know who you would captain here, it's a real toss-up. But I think team 1 and 2 are really strong. I think this in-season is as good as you can make it. Felipe Mora I'm not mad on, but the rest of the team's quite tight. The team 1 here in Classic, that'll fight, oh, it's in D3, sorry. That'll get you into D2. I would be very surprised if it didn't, as long as the guys turn up, obviously. And then you should get out of D5 with a team like this, I would think also. Cameron M. JC, what were we after? Can I get my contender rares done, please, mate? We'll copy rares into limited. Oh, cool. Nice. I think this is kind of a Celtic-y thing, isn't it? So, contender rares. Let's start with in-season. So I know you've got some of them in season. Oh, you've got Casper, of course you do. So that's top of the top order. Is going to be in-season Casper, in-season AJ, safest houses, by the way. Wow, you're going to cook, mate. So classic O'Reilly is the headache here, really. Do we have a Rio? We do. We've got an in-season Rio on top of that as well. Do we have a Kuhn? We do. And in classic, we can take anyone. Now, this should be O'Reilly, but you've only got one O'Reilly, so I definitely think we play him. But it's a case of where. In season, what's the standings like? We've got 3 D2s. Interesting. So I think we maybe just put him in team 3, perhaps, in this. No, maybe not in season. Let's shake it out. But anyway, who is the best classic here? We've got Savio away to Sanfrecce. We've got Inigo at home to Ibar. Did he kill it last week? He did. Cheeky beat 84 in a 2-2 draw. I love a bit of that. The AA is just solid, isn't it? Is he a home player as well? Is he a home bird? Oh yeah, he is. He's a home bird. So we like Inigo. He's top of the food chain right now. Lucas Fernandez, McGregor. Yeah, no. Mitsuta, who's he playing again at home? Mitsuta could be okay. Jacko, interesting. No, I think I will go with Inigo. I think you want that kicker. I'll probably take him as captain, just to, yeah, cover the O'Reilly slot, as kind of Mikey Basson was saying earlier. The second in season team then, who's the next best goalkeeper we've got? Osako is, Kim Jin Hyun has been annoying. I know that from personal experience. The Daegu guy, the Zawik, that Kyoto Sanga are wild cards, by the way. So I think we'll go Osako as keeper number 2. We then, do we go classic for defence? What I might do is I might go to extra and see who is the best classic player. It's O'Reilly. I think with the goalkeeper thing, maybe we try O'Reilly in team 2 for in-season. And then, yeah, so what's our best in-season defender? We're looking at Arakai, Nakatani. I quite like Nakatani for you. I've picked him a few times. Has he been delivering the scores over the last few weeks? Wow, he has, by the way. He's been getting into some teams where we've been building. I don't know if you've used him, but he's on a really good L3 there. He can make that a strong L5, I believe. So I quite like Nakatani for you. Araki, by the way, he's delivering it also with a goal and without. So really strong defender choices there for the top 2. Edward, Showatani, some of these other guys are a wee bit flakier. So let's see. Araki at home, 55% chance to win, 40% chance of a clean sheet. Or Nakatani at home. Oh, wow, it's so super close, isn't it? So they're at home at Vispa. I think Nakatani just looks a little bit tidier on that L3, L kind of recent form. I know he was a bit peakier at Arakai, but I think that's the way I would go. So let's just put O'Reilly in as the mid. And then maybe that gives us a bit more room to manoeuvre later. I think Mitsuta for up front feels like a good pick. But the Yokohama guys have got such a strong L3, and we know how much... Yeah, and the next team's going to have this keeper in it. So do we maybe go for... All three of them are going to start. Who's actually killing it the hardest? Elbear. 80 plus are dead. Fine. Matheus. We've got... Middle. Anderson Lopez. We've got Solider. Right, let's clear this lineup. Sorry, so I've got a bunch of Brazilians now. Okay, so I think Anderson is... Oh, no, Mitsuta's the pick. Double A rated in that game. And then we need to be in season for the final play. We could take Anderson Lopez. Lucas Fernandez also pops up here as well. We could take an in-season McGregor. McGregor away from home, and again, especially if O'Reilly doesn't play, by the way. McGregor might be... Oh, I suppose we've got O'Reilly in this team, so we're not thinking about that in this instance. There's a Kyogo and Oliveira away at that Kyoto-san guy. He could just do his job, by the way. Is he... Nah, his L5 is stinking. He's probably not been doing it. We've got an in-season Vickers. In-season Taylor. That makes me want to put them together in the next team. So, yeah, I think we maybe put an in-season J-League team with O'Reilly kicker. And I think against this team at home, Elbear was like the peaky one, wasn't he? Matheus was a bit mid, and yeah, Lopez was a bit more reliable. But I think we'll take Elbear because he's a bit more bang on him, and we'll take O'Reilly for captain. So that means the third team we're going to pick, they're all in the same division, so this is just level of, like, order of build, essentially. We'll take Kim Jin Hyun, and then we're not going to touch any Yokohama cards in here. But what we can do is we can go... I would take Taylor first of all, just because of his crazy AA ability and the unreal form that he's on at the moment. In midfield, McGregor could be a shout, but this Lucas Fernandez is maybe the pick, just because he's a set-piece guy. He marries up with the keeper. Does need that decisive, doesn't he? I'm not too sure he's going to get that. I'm not too sure we want to back that. I would maybe take... I was thinking I'd maybe take Forrest. Not Forrest, I beg your pardon. McGregor. Because I think away from home, McGregor could get like 30 AA and then like... Savio for the kicker card, maybe. Yeah, let's put Savio in. AAA rated in great form. And then we've got up front, we don't want to be using the Marinos guys. Is Usami, like, does he work? Can he still run and stuff? Yeah, he can. Oh, Usami's fine-ish. Okay, I think Usami works for this team. Let's just scroll down. Have we missed anyone? Oh, we've got Dyson, who's expected to be on the bench. No, that can't be right. Yeah, so let's plug Dyson into here, and then we've got Vickers. Now, I might walk this back a minute because we've kind of got Savio in to replace Matt O'Reilly. And is Savio the best mid pick for that we've got here? Where the hell is Vickers? Cameron. Let's have a quick peek at the in-seasons we've got here. So, Inigo Vicente. No, I think Inigo Vicente stays in this team. And then we're doing O'Reilly there. I think that's the best way to do it. Wait, if there is a mistake, I think I'll catch it when I build the classic ones, because we'll see like somebody walks into this team that maybe could go into that in-season one. So we've got William Prop. It's a new goalkeeper on me, by the way. Maybe, by the way, if that's our keeper, maybe Yokohama will concede. Langerak playing Shannon Belmar. I quite like that, actually. I would take Langerak in Classic 1. We've got AJ, we've got Scales. We've got a lot of good, safe Celtic picks here. We've got the Hatate defender, which I think we'll just slide in here. And then we'll try and get... yeah, we could use that Lucas Fernandez, seeing the goalkeeper situation now. We've got an Hatate mid. Do we put Hatate mid in that other team as the classic card? And then we'd have Savio for this. I think that's what we do. Yes, I think we ditch Savio and we take Hatate Classic into this. Do we have an Hatate? I'm sure we'd just seen him, unless I'm tripping now. Where is he? Yeah, we do. I didn't see that the first time. I'd captain him. Or maybe Taylor. And then when we go to contender classic, Brendan's Gucci belt. We've got Langerak in goals. We've got who did we take for defence? Oh yeah, Hatate defender. If we can find him again. What the hell is Hatate? There he's there. In midfield, we could maybe, yeah, I think we want to take like Savio then. Yeah, this is punchy. And then we can play one of the forwards. I would do double forward maybe. We've still got a Dyson we can play. I'm a big fan of playing Dyson if you don't have an Arcun actually. So I think Dyson's a great Celtic forward to go with here. And I would use him in a high priority lineup. So that works out cool. And then we've got an extra man. I would be keen to put Johnson in this, by the way, because I think Johnson away to St Mirren could have a great game. But Taylor's maybe a bit peakier. We've got Scales, double defence again. It's just a bit safer at the moment, just not knowing what the Celtic team is going to be. So yeah, I'd maybe lean towards Alistair Johnson on this one. Yeah, Alistair Johnson. And then captain's a really tough one for that team. Classics 2. We're looking at, I'm probably taking the Nazawa. In this instance, we've got Scaldini. I think Scales is good for a team. Could we put McGregor into this lineup? I still want to use that Lucas Fernandez if at all possible. We've only got this team and then one more to formulate. So we don't have many spots left for a big guy like him. So I think I might try and keep this kind of Celtic-ish. We'll put a big XP McGregor in here. And then this is where the problem becomes, because do we play Kyogo? I think I could play Kyogo in the final team. Shankland playing Motherwell, by the way. That's not a bad shout. Let's just put Shankland playing Motherwell. That's quite good for a safe outcome. McGregor's kind of the same. Scales is kind of the same. So then we just need the final man to be somebody that can push this team right high over the top. And yeah, I'm kind of thinking Taylor could be that guy. I'd probably captain him in this instance. And then when we get to the final team, more of a clean sheet guy with this pop guy, but I've never seen that card before in my life. Let's see, do we have any other Celtic defenders? We've got Vickers for a safe payday. Let's take Vickers. Great strength and depth and quality here. Extra mid, we got Lucas Fernandez. We'll use him at this point. We've got those forwards. I'm going to take Anderson on this one, I think. And then the final man, Wakazaka away. Sho Sasaki hasn't even had a look in yet, by the way. Maybe we'll just put Sho in this. Sho CCV. This is a bit of a buff lineup, isn't it? I think I would look something like this, Jay. There's the in-season teams up on the top. I think Team 1 and 2. You're all in Division 2, by the way, for the most part. This D1 contender team, but actually looking at that being the highest ranked team you've got, I still quite like it, to be honest with you. I think those Celtic cards are all going to smash, and then if the captain can just be the captain, that's fine. If somewhere else, like, yeah, maybe you would want to swap Inigo Vicente. If you really want to prioritise the classic D1 over the in-season D2, I think all three of your in-season teams here could get promoted. And if all three of your in-season teams bag cash, you'll probably be rubbing your hands together. It does hinge on the O'Reilly for the full the flush, as it were, but that's where I would go, Jay. Let me catch up to the live chat, sorry. My next intention. Palma Wa, fist bump, good to see you. Luis Palma, perhaps. I was afraid you didn't love me anymore. Shaporko, never, my man. Adriano, I'm trying to resubscribe and I can't find the membership thing. There's like a join. Oh, I've got you down here, Adriano, on basic donations. So there's like 2 donation things you can do that are £1 or £2 a month or whatever. And like I'll build your line up today, mate, probably if you're struggling with it and whatever. But you need to get the 24-25 season ticket membership option. There's 3 of them, and you should go to that one. Who starts up top for NYC this weekend? Quinny, welcome back, Boyson. Who starts up top this weekend? I've not actually looked into it. Can we see what the provisional predictor-fi? Oh, predictor-fi's over here already. I need to check what my sources when their podcast comes out. They don't really tell you predicted lineups, but you can kind of infer some of the 50-50s. Like, yeah, I've kind of built my teams around the premise of this being the team. Oh, Illich over Gray, but I didn't notice. So that's a little thing to consider. But yeah, Jay, there's your teams there, buddy. Let's see what you're saying. I don't know why CCV is so low down. I didn't find it in the last video 2 days ago. No, so we did the last lineup builder on like Thursday, didn't we? And then on Friday morning I came in and there's like a little members stream. It might even just be public. No, it should be members only. And it's like 40 minutes or something. I think it's there. Swap KGH for Brandon. Check Brandon's scores and goals. He's going nuts. Yeah, fine. Like if you've got the goalkeepers the right way around, then I'm all about that. Intel. I prefer classic. Quinny saves you time choosing my lineups. No problem, Johnny boy. Hey Quinny, can you do my contender? Does. Coplice. And Boyson was in there as well, wasn't he? Boyson. So let's put Boyson. And then let's put Coplice. I rate Dyson a lot higher than the predicted score. Me too. I think he plays. I've got no doubt he plays. I don't know why it's in question on this that he's playing, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, I like these builds, to be honest with you. I think the in-season's pretty tight, pretty nailed. And then it's just if you did want to prioritise this over like this or something, I get it. But that's kind of the way I'd like to try and build it out. Good amount of double defence here, isn't there, with the Celtic stuff? But yeah. Alex Coombs. Harry Trades, my man. Fist bump. A-Mac. I'm surprised at Maeda's rating. He was clashed during Hibs. Yeah, I know. Big time. Anyway, you're building under 23 is my main, then the Prem, Bundesliga, da-da-da. Nice. Thanks very much, Forco. Next up, I've got Alex Coombs. So let's see what Alex is giving it. Alex, 2 Prem in season and an under 23. Love that. So this will be fun. So 2 Prem in season and then the U23. The Walnuts. So let's see. We've got Bernd Leno playing Leicester. I actually really like that for a goalkeeper, as do Vicario at home to Everton. Tottenham are just going to be a bit leakier, but probably than Fulham, I think. I know the Jamie Vardy factor probably comes into it and all that jazz, but I think Fulham are looking good, man. Pedro Porro has been in training today, so he's not a total write-off yet. I don't think we want to use him if we can avoid that. I'd probably play Jedi with a keeper. Pardon me. And I'd take Bruno in mid. Son in attack. And then Maddison. That would be team 1 for me. I like Bruno being away from home for maybe a few more interceptions and a bit more of the dirty work. So he's maybe worth a captain shout, but you're probably going to pick Maddison or Son, which is fine. And then, again, that's 5 in seasons. Do we have a classic that we've neglected, perhaps? Is there anyone better than Maddison? Foden playing Ipswich. Is he on to play? If Foden plays Ipswich, that's probably better than Maddison for me. Yeah, Foden on. Yeah, I quite like that, actually. So let's drop Maddison for a wee fill. Oh, Rice as well, you've got in Classic. Away to Villa, but it's a bit busy. Foden, multi-decisive capable, I think, in a game like this. So then, yeah, Team B. We're looking at Vicario. Maybe pair that with the Van de Ven that you had. Because, yeah, probably like that better than Issa Diop. We do have a classic Trent, but... So let's maybe double back to that. Classic Trent would be better. Get in season Maddison. We've got Brennan Johnson. We've got Kulu. Is Kulu not on to play? Yeah, Kulu is on to play. I would take in season Kulu. Who else was there? Sorry, I just seen Muniz. Do you have another forward? No, not just that. And then the final in-season position, we could have... We could put Muniz and just go gung-ho at it. And yeah, I think I might do that. Because if we put Muniz in here, he's at home to Leicester. That should be a team he scores against. Then that means we can put Trent in defence. And that makes this team actually quite powerful all of a sudden, doesn't it? Captain Trent's probably at the play. And then we've got an under 23 to pick. Tanny. Who the hell is this guy? Paris against Dunkirk. Ooh, good for you, wee man. Played a wee bit of Olympics, did you? Very good, wee man. Very good, wee man. He's alright, isn't he? And what's he doing? He's at home to 15, high win percentage, high clean sheet percentage chance. I like that. I'm a big Tanny guy. I love Tanny, but I like that. Quite good, actually. Tavon's unlikely, so don't need to think about him. Lukeba feels boss out of these picks you've got here. I home to Bochum. Lots of worthwhile picks, but you don't really have many bad guys here. But I think Lukeba just he will stand above the rest of them. Pair that with Simons, feels very appropriate. Rodrigo is the man in Madrid right now, so play him at home if Valladolid, no problem whatsoever. And then your fifth man is the headache here. So we've got Bromby playing Randers. We've got Higashi at home at Kashiwa Racehall. We've got Bogus in, is that Leagues Cup final action then maybe? Before he moves to Celtic. That's a dicey one. Otara, Cho, Tresoldi playing Hamburg. Takikubo. Great choices all over the place here. Who is oh, Wharton at home? Not great. For team one. You've got so many good options. So many good options. I don't like Sesko for this. What's this backward guy? His L5 and 15 looks pretty hot. Yeah, he's doing well. Right mid, centre mid. Kinda decisive, capable. Kinda decisive, likely, you might say as well. Bakwa. It's a new one on me. It is U23 as well. He has nailed on to play at home to Rennes. I actually don't want Rennes conceding any goals, so I don't want to really think about that too much. I think he's the obvious guy. I think he goes into there. You captain, Rodrigo or Simons. Oh, it's a tough one, by the way. I'd probably take Rodrigo just for how much he's on it right now. So that's where we're at, Alex. Let's catch up with the chat. Harry Trades in the house and getting a bit of love in the chat. Love that. Celtic in season going to get the first crack in D1. So hopefully the clean sheet run continues. Yeah, I hope so, man. Cameron, yeah, DD, if you fancy playing in Sandbox with my gallery about 2 to 3 lineups, feel free. Some debate if I put out best Bundesliga cards in that comp or going to Champion, for example. Right, DD will add you on. And I think, where are we at for time? Yeah, we'll probably get through these, but you'll almost certainly be the last one that we take, DD. DD Sorare. Awesome. So yeah, Alex, there's our in-season teams. Foden and Trent as the kickers, and under 23's boss. Maybe you wanted Foden in there, I don't know, but it works without him. And then Mikey, yours was under 23 as well. Was it limited, but you said rare, didn't have many options? Yeah, that's what it was. So that's like under 23 limited. Oh, in D2, Mikey, in D2. So we get Tangvik away to Odd. Gutelbuer at home to Grazer. Toby Lyson playing Westerlo. The AZ guy playing Groningen. Boca guy away. Karel Hein playing Real Madrid. Definitely dodge that. Highest clean sheet percentage looks to be The AZ guy? Not a big fan of that. Not a lot of great win percentages for your goalkeepers either. Rosenberg are the ones to tick that box. Alongside Gutelboer. He ticks kind of all the boxes, like home and stuff, but he's got 2 unrelated goals in his locker. Can't keep a clean sheet. Away from home, 52. At home, 50. Toby Lyson we know about, but what is odds form been like? Not great. Quite like Tangvik then. Let's take Tangvik. Slabhead, Sekigawa, Andreu. Oh yeah, some of these are rare super. Ooh. If he's playing, he's in. That Benfica guy. I can't pronounce his name. Yeah. I'll take him, no problem. Midfielder 1, Stinger, feels good. Don't know if it's a great game, but first game of the season, it's still a bit hard to gauge. Kokchu, not definite to play. CC Sandra, nothing really jumping out about that. And Antonio Jibu Malambo is on to play at the Sparta, at the Rotterdam Derby. Love a bit of that. David Ozo. I think Stinger is the play. Barron's probably not too far behind him, by the way. Gaston Veron. Soya Albine. Who the hell are you? He's okay, isn't he? Now, the Albine's got the fixture rating. Auxerre also getting promoted last year. Nonce have never been really that convincing. This Landoyo guy. Ooh, Petra. It's a home team in like the ass crack of South America. Yeah, so he's just came from Tigres. Or Tigre, sorry, I beg your pardon. And since he's been there, 1 game off the bench, 4 starts. I like him at home, I like the situation. Don't know anything else about him, but I like him. And then 5th man, are we defender maybe? Oh yeah, he works. Playing a bit of defensive mid, love that. Yeah, he's a good 5th man. Want me captain this guy just because of the team and the situation. We have a team B. Let's see what we're kind of left to play with. Maybe try the goal. This guy, goal bolter or whatever. Andreu at home at Kortrijk. Siddiqui away at St Truden. Guy Van de Ven. Valentin Gomez. Is he back? Kind of back. Strong AA with the bookings. Andreo's just a bit. The Siddiqui guy looks like he's in good form. What's his form actually doing? Oh yeah. Decisives are getting him there. AA is decent. AA is similar to someone else we just looked at, but if he's in decisive form, can play a bit of midfield, then I like that. CC Sandra, Tony Malambo. I think I would want a rare to come in here, but the problem is I don't know what rares are probably being used, so I'd probably go with Baron. Get Quispe there as well. Let's have a look. I'd probably take the Hosoya, the Albine, sorry, I beg your pardon, at this stage for Team 2. And then Quispe. Is he doing well for them? Nah, a bit meh, isn't he? Langovic, tough game away. Hi, Valentin Gomez. It's kind of the other half of that Siddiqui coin, I think, is what I was thinking of earlier. Like, I'm not sure there's many other peaky guys about here, so I'd maybe take him. Or Van de Ven. Van de Ven could be good if Everton don't score that much. But Everton, Tottenham. I'd probably take Gomez just for security away to 25th. Could do pretty well. I think that team's a bit weak. That's all with Barron in midfield. It just doesn't feel like a team that can smash its face off within good reason. Let's have a wee peek at under 23 rare. Just see if we would be left with like some headaches. How many keepers do we have? Yeah, Tangvik, Million Manhoff, Ewick. Ooh, some tough picks there for defence, certainly. Levi Caldwell. What do we have in midfield? Aidan Morris on to play. Efren Alvarez on to play. Ravella on to play. How did Ravella do in match day 1? Kind of pish. Oh, negative decisive. Error led to go. Unlucky wee man. Yeah, Ravella could be a wee sleepy. A wee sneaky sleepy. But for rare, there is no... It's unforgiven, isn't it? Aidan Morris at home at Portsmouth. Feels like a game that will suit him. Kaito Nakamura or Cade Cowell. Cade Cowell seems to be doing well in Mexico. I'd probably just play him. And then your extra man... Van Uwijk or Manhoff. Grab my... Oh yeah, Efra. Let's get Efra in there if he's on to play. And then defender... Maybe Levi Caldwell will do the job. Where is Chelsea? Away at Wolves, not a great game for them, but he could score well anyway. You know, he'll play and stuff like that. Van Uwijk being the fullback and Manhoff being the... You know, these players can kill you in the wrong game. So in great form now. Probably right in the shop window. Wow, his form's so good, isn't it? I'd maybe take Van Uwijk, looking at that current form, actually. Manhoff, I know he's been getting some praise also. Yeah, he's a wee bit more do or die, isn't he? Needs those decisives. So I'd probably put Van Uwijk in as a defender. And then when we get to the limited, we can use everyone we want. So I'd probably pick the Boca guy. Then I'd probably take the Manhoff. Ravella. Savio. We don't know what's happening with him. Santiago Munoz. Right, it's just generally. Hosoya's probably the guy we're looking at. Or Kaito. No, Kaito would maybe be used. Let's take... Yeah, let's take Hosoya. And then fifth man. It's going to be something like... What do you look like? Penetra. Not bad, by the way. Centre back. See a midfielder card? No, he's a defender. It's not a bad card, by the way. But do we have anyone that can smash a wee bit bigger and harder? No, I'm not too sure. So yeah, I think in the absence of Gray, I'm looking at maybe something like this, Penetra, something like that. Captain Ravella. I feel like my best in season teams are all La Liga. Just build it as a La Liga, sure. Does bogus in season card become an in season Celtic card? Keep or sell? It'll be an in season card in the LA kit until he gets a Celtic kit. Maybe the LA one will still be in season actually. It's a funny question. I don't know if that situation's happened. I got the Shaqiri as being in season because I know he won't get a Basel card. I think if Bogus gets a Celtic card, that LA card maybe goes out of season. Maybe. Liam King, fist bump, my man. Paul Doherty should have 3 Prem, 1 La Liga and a few champion lineups. Nice. Third side will always be plenty leftovers. Yeah, fair enough, Mike. But that's a strong rare team. And then, yeah, some of these guys would actually make up team 2 a bit better. Like Manhoff and Ravella. So let's just edit this quickly. I'll just make team 2. It's team 3 is, like you say, it's the leftovers, isn't it? But I'd put Manhoff in here, and I would also take Ravella. You've got the Albine guy, and then Gomez is quite safe, but maybe we could take somebody different now. We've freed up some limiteds and whatnot. Like the Siddiqui guy. Yeah, let's put Siddiqui in. And when we go to team 3, or we could take the AZ guy. No, we could take the AZ guy, or the Boca guy. Sekigawa. Why not? Or the Penetra guy. And then in midfield, we're looking at, yeah, like Connor Barron for team 3 feels a bit better. And up front, it probably comes back to Soya again. I think that's what I'm looking at, Mikey. There we go. It feels a bit better. Those Sekigawas require somewhere else. Big slab head, but at 12%, he'll be a decent under 23 card. No two ways about it. Million Manhoff. Excellent. Ian Sorare, Ian McMillan, I beg your pardon. Where are you and what are we up to? 3 rare contender classics. 3 rare contender classics. This will be fun. The names of your teams, honestly. Some of you guys are absolutely obscene. He is in season until new LAFC cards. Nice. Nice. Right, so Ian, 3 classics. So goalkeepers, how are we ranking them? Bursic at home to Dundee, away to Zagreb, or at home to I think Bursic's #1 keeper here. 5 defenders across 3 teams. Let's go with AJ for team 1. Kuhn midfielder. I wonder if you got a Kuhn forward. No, that's fine. So maybe Kuhn mid. Kuhn's going to do well of all of that. I don't think there's much question. And then up front, I'd be putting Maeda in here. Although Hatate forward could be cheat codey. But I would take Dyson. And then 5th man. Hatate forward? Yeah, I don't mind Hatate forward actually. Yeah, I like that. I'm not too sure who to captain. It's quite a tough pick actually. Good sign of a good team. Yeah, I think Cavallina has to be team 2. I would take Scales next because I think he'll just get more of the final third passing. We've got 2 Hatate mids. We'll take the one with the bigger XP. And then, yeah, we used 2 forwards in the last team, so maybe we're beginning to regret that quite quickly. But we've got Shankland. Yeah, I don't think... Well, we need to make concessions somewhere. Because where would the next player be then? It would be maybe McGregor. Maybe Kyogo, who I'm a bit scared of. We could play double. We could play the Vickers in here. Yeah, I like that actually. Double centre back, Shankland. Let's see how this shakes out. He's going to get pumped. That's going to be tough to take. And then what defender is less shit? Sugioka, I think we take there. We've got another Hatate mid still. We could play Kyogo and just use him in here because he's not going yet. Some people don't think he's actually going to leave and all the rest of it. You've got Jacko there who's a bit safer. But Kyogo does have Ida there eating his minutes, whereas Jacko, I think he's closer to being a 90-minute card, doesn't he? Yeah, 90 minutes in the last game. So I'd maybe take Jacko for this for a wee bit of security. And then final man could be McGregor. Let's say the keeper's going to get horsed anyway. Yeah, I'd go McGregor. High XP. Captain Hatate. Let's have a look at the overview of it. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. You need an Atati, or you've got an Atati in each team. Yeah, that's the way I would run it. The only thing is Kyogo maybe comes into the equation, but I'm quite happy to minimise risk. Ida might start because it's away from home, for example. Oh, we've got a wee notification. Don't know if you've watched the YouTube video yet, by the way. I watched it when it came out at 3 o'clock or half 3 or something. It's fucking great. It's all about the Zidane experience that people won. Thiago's in the video, as well as all the competition winners. Highly recommend it if you haven't caught it. But yeah, that's the way I would go. Try and get one of them into D2 at the very least. Try and get that D3 team into D2. Right, Sam Baines, what are we after? Prem and Champ in season. Prem and Champ Classic. Okay, easy. 4 lineups. So let's see. Let's do Prem. Let me just double check. Is it limiteds or rares? It's limiteds, no doubt. So Prem in season. It's Becker. Ooh. Why is Robbo 888 and Trent's a C? Well, Trent's the pick, isn't he? He's a peak pick. Kudus could have a field day away at Palace. That style of play could really suit him. We've spoke already about Bruno, but I think Kudus is a bit more exciting. And then, I don't know if I want to use Solanke here, by the way, or maybe go for Bowen and then take Robbo. Although if we take Robbo in season, does that fuck team 2? Let's try it first, right? But I think that's something akin to what I would try for team 1. Oh, no. So we don't. Yeah, so the next in season will be Champ. So let's look at Champ in season. Let's do Prem Classic, actually. Prem and Champ in season and a Prem and Champ Classic. Where's your goalkeeper? No, it's here already. Did I do this? Did I do this? Or did you do this? It's weird. Did I already do this maybe like another time or something? It's weird. That's the team I've just built. Okay, then Prem Classic. The fellas. When did I say? Did I do this? Have I done this already? This is so weird. Is this your doing? Is this like an integrated thing? It's pure throwing me off. You got so many blooming cards compared to. Oh, you've got tons. This is so weird. Entered comps. Right, there we go. So we've got this one team that we've made. I want to delete it and start again, by the way. Yeah, so we've got many more options. That's so bizarre. Have I done this already? It's just what this is making me thinking. So yeah, right, D3 is the top, right? We're going Becker. I think we're taking Trent again anyway, aren't we? I don't think that's going to change. Yeah, Trent. I still like Kudus over Bruno for the mad peaks, but we have Isak now there in the equation. And Isak, no, maybe we'll keep that to one side actually. I think we'll go back to the plan we had a minute ago, which will be Bowen in this team. Or Gordon by no, let's take Bowen. And then the Robbo again. Let's take that because I think that's a great formation. I think that's a great team. And then when we get to Team B, I know you only said the top ones, but this is just kind of piquing my curiosity now because we can go Bruno, Isak, Gordon. So we'd want an in-season defender for in here. Brandweight doesn't look like he's playing. Is that the case? Yeah, Brandweight's not playing. If we put the Robbo in here, it would work. But who would we sub into Robbo's position? It would need to be Solanke or Wharton. Can't play Wharton in that team because they kind of bounce off each other and people don't like me doing that to their teams. So would we play Solanke at home to Everton over Robbo to make this? I think then this opens up a wee can of worms. So let's try this real quickly. Put Solanke there. So now we don't need to pick Bowen for this spot. We have Saka there, but we also want classic teams to have some ammo. But all the same, like this is the top team we're building. So I think Saka in there as a classic is way better than the Bowen. So I think we make a better decision here ultimately. And then that means the team 2, we can put Robbo into here. And this is like Newcastle attack, Robbo Pickford. Captain Bruno, or Captain Robbo. And then if we go to champ in season, what do we have? We have Courtois, Nyland, Ramiro. I think we take Courtois for first spot. Rudiger, yep. I'm probably taking classical Elise here. Or actually Bellingham is what fits into this, doesn't it? Yeah, so Bellingham, if I can say that. And then maybe Grisou, tough game. Take, a bit of an easier game, away from home though. I think I would take Griezmann just for the firepower that Griezmann does bring. More likely to get more minutes. And then the final in season, maybe it's double forward. Maybe it's Griezmann, Take. Lino looks like he'll play, but I don't think he'd outscore Take. We've got Braze. Braze is a decent enough pick. Like, he should do the job. Captain Bellingham, probably. And then did we have another in-season outfit for this? Or did you say about La Liga? Because there's a few La Ligas here. Yeah, my best in-season champ is all La Liga. Yeah, that was you. So let's patch that. Sorry, it is all La Liga. Yeah, you're right. So let's play La Liga in season. And we go Courtois, Rudiger, Bellingham, Grisou, and Bryce. Do I have a second team we can fill into that? So we've got the Ramiro in season, we've got the Pacheco. Lino's a bit soft, but it could be okay. You've got Take there. And then fifth man who could be classic. Maybe Becker, just to... I don't know if we're using him at rare level right enough. The best player for this team is Alvarez. See what that does to the knock-on. So we've got Prem Classic. Let's have a peek at this. So we've only got Emmy left. We've got... This is a tough one. I'd maybe take Udogie, because I think he'll get a lot of possession against Everton. But Mitchell's just as good a shout. Wharton, Eze. Eze feels like a pick, doesn't he? Yeah, Eze. And then up front, Ollie Watkins for security, I think. Home at Arsenal, he should do it. He should get a goal, shouldn't he? And then the fifth man, maybe Wharton, but it's a tough game. And Buemo away to Liverpool. I don't want to touch that either. Your fifth man in the last team is quite tough to pick here. I think I will take Wharton just on, like, could be a good AA game for him in midfield anyway. Captain Eze. And then when we go to Champ Classic, we've got Vasilj and Nyland. I'm probably going to take Vasilj at home to Heidenheim first. Blind, tough game. I like Mitchell's peaks. Guy can be solid. I think I'm taking Mitchell for a peak. We've got Lise. Oh, this is going to be banging, by the way. We've got Kane. So if you want to think twice about the defender pick all of a sudden. And then the fifth man is tough here again because it gets quite slim. Oh, Doogie. Doogie. I would definitely slide him in there. So I think I'd take Mitchell out for Guy if he's on to play. Let's double check the Crystal Palace predicted lineup. I think the centre back security there, at least could still score well. It's a tough game in that. But he's maybe not going to peak as hard as a Mitchell could. But he's a wee bit, he's not, like Mitchell could kill the team. Yeah. I think I'll stick with that. And then Champ Classic. Oh, did I not save that? No, I did save it. Yeah, sound. So we've got Nyland. I think I'd throw Mitchell into this one. And then in mid, McGinn. Up front, Elanga. Elanga could be good for this team. So could Martinelli. Neto against his former team. Jesus, that just feels like it's going to work, isn't it? But you can't really touch Chelsea. So I'd maybe. Oh, no, not Elanga. Let's take Bowen. And then Bowen against Mitchell. People don't like me doing that. Okay, let's take Bowen out and we'll put Bailey or Elanga. I like Elanga a bit better to Southampton. I think that could work out well for him. And then fifth man, Martinelli. Yeah, let's take Neto for the former club thing. That might happen. So here's your teams here, buddy. I really like your in-season prems, by the way. I think both of them can smash their absolute tits out. This team as well. Like, Ulysses so strong, but there's not really much. That's not Ulysses, that's Eze. Sorry, I was like, what? How's he in the Prem? But yeah, this is really good. Did we use a classic defender somewhere that we regret? Not really. Udogie. We put Udogie over Guy. That's 50-50, I guess, isn't it? Ian Sorare. Newcastle close to agreeing a fee for Guy. If that happens, we'll be closer to the deadline and obviously swap them out. I think you were maybe looking at my whole gallery a while ago. Oh yeah, we did. We jumped into 504, didn't we? And we plugged out some lineups just to see. Yeah, I remember that now. Saka, good shout. NFTM. Quinny lad, could you please help me with my Prem and Champ Classic lineups? Dash, we're doing this for the FC BarcaLomond members, so you need to get a 24-25 season ticket by hitting the join button just below the video or heading over to the homepage for the channel and hitting the membership tab. It's £1 a week, £4 a month. We do 2 streams a week. One, we build your lineups. We also have a Telegram group. Telegram is like WhatsApp and Discord. Had a baby, but then that baby went out and became better than its parents eventually. And yeah, we're in there all the time. Cracking up and all that good stuff. Sam, fist bump, my man. I'm glad you liked them. Good fun to build those ones, by the way. Lots of good options, lots of good variety there. My best contender in 1U23. So what is the best contender we've got? The best contender. Who's the best keeper? Heidel playing Blouse Whites or whatever. Basilio away to Laval. Mitov playing Kelly. Kelly have got midweek football, which is a good thing for Aberdeen. Adams, Stexial, or whatever. Who's this Mandrea guy playing for? Pau and Can. Kavlina Knoll playing Paderborn. Keepers are all a bit of a muchness. I actually really like the Mitov at home at Kelly, midweek football, hangover, whatever. Valentin Antov playing for Camoranese. Players that are good defenders that score well in Serie A and Serie B. 15 plus AA guaranteed. Like that option. don't know if he makes the best team, but you've got Alistair Johnson, who I think will rinse it. Proper could do really well at Ibrox, or Hampden, sorry, beg your pardon. This guy's got crazy numbers. The big peaks come with those decisives, so that's a bit of a trap. I'd take AJ for upper. Like, AJ is good for a 70 plus, I think. Baturina, Kuro Sanchez, Bradley Danger, Taffin Connor Barron. Yeah, I think Baturina picks himself in here as best mid. Inigo Vicente jumps up to the page. Inigo Cordoba as well, not on to play, it says here. But Inigo Vicente, I think, jumps up as a top pick. I like this Antov guy. Kuro Sanchez, let's look at him again. He's good. Striker as well. Bradley Danger. He is French after all. How can that only be 79, man? Get to France. At home to Ajaccio. Even game, but still. Or maybe captain him. That doesn't really change it, does it? I think that's your best in season. They're the studs to go for. And then an under 23. So let's see your best under 23 lineup. We did take Baturina, which might weaken this ever so slightly, but I'm not going to change that because I think he's clearly in the reckoning for best mids. I like Adam at home, but I like Heidel's game as well. I'll take Heidel on quality of individual. Oh, this guy's under 23. I think, Formosa Mendy, but is back in the right division. I think we take Formosa Mendy. Formosa Mendy. Yeah, let's add him in. Midfield, Fruk. Who are you playing against? Osilic. Arne Engels. Love to see that. This Sangari guy's been putting up bad numbers, hasn't he? Yeah, like really good numbers. And who are they playing? Blouse Whites. After playing a midweek, though, we were just noticing that's an interesting detail to factor in. Maybe not the best team. I do like Taffiner. Yeah, Taffiner at home to bottom of the table is normally a good game for him. Ugaldi against Zenit. Maurice Malone's not bad. Corridor has been fine in the past also. Pagas. 4th versus 22nd for Alvarez here. Not expected a lot of goals, but in this match. Yeah, he's not great, is he? Ooh, a Basel player. Yeah. I might need to buy him. And then, yeah, I might take the Serie B defender. Brook looks interesting as well, but doesn't he? Oh, he can have good away form. I like guys like that just a little bit better. I like him more than Taffiner, but that's what I'm now thinking to myself. Taffiner just brings it, doesn't he? And this is a game against a team that he could get his goal or decisive or something. I think I would drop him for Fruk, but... And then double back to this extra spot. Yeah, it's between Taffiner and Antov. Antov is at home, 52% chance of the clean sheet. So I think I would take him. Yeah, I think that's the way I would roll it. Ian, my man. Baturina, Danger, Vicente. That's like individual stud team, isn't it? And the under 23s is really powerful. Double defense. Like the defense and the keeper could break 300 points in the right set. And you're just asking for the forward power of those guys to put you over the top. Kuna Gaming, fist bump, my man. Yeah, a bit late, but to get fired in. I need to be leaving in 40 minutes. We've got a podcast to do, and we've got a wee bit. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. And Hussein Dash. You've went got your membership, my man. Basic donation. That's just so. It's um the season ticket, the 24-25 season ticket. It's £1 a week, £4 a month. We do 2 streams a week. The donation thing is just like if you want to support the channel, but you don't care about lineups and galleries getting built. So you are kind of a member now, but I can't. I feel bad, Dash. Try and get it sorted, buddy. I think Adriano was doing the same thing. You either need to upgrade the subscription or cancel it and then redo it, but pick the FC BarcaLomond season ticket. Your insights on players while building lineups is like 2 reviews in 1 week. Thanks, mate. I'm glad you think so. Get Baron in. You think so? Harry. Like, Baron could eat tons of AA in this game, but he's not the attack. He's not. I was talking to my Rangers supporting friend earlier, and he's like, I'll show you his gallery real quickly. He's been out and got himself some Rangers cards eventually. Now that he's actually got Rangers cards. He tried to start Sorare before, as you can see here. Couldn't get a goalkeeper, but got these guys, and now he's got himself a Butland and he's got a Heidel. He bought that guy all by himself. Good scouting from Pelosi, I would say there. But he's got a single mid in both teams, and he was telling me Diamande is more forward than Baron. So Baron will get all the basic AA, moving the ball left to right, and maybe sliding it forward once or twice. But Diamande will actually be around the edge of the box and stuff like that. So Baron could do great, don't get me wrong, but if you're thinking it's completely the same way as it was at Aberdeen, according to my pal, it's maybe not quite there. Rico Man. Hey dude, could you build me a contender and challenger in season limited? Contender and a challenger in season limited. Contender and challenger in season unlimited. D2. Oh, you've got the Kovacevic in there. Well done, Rico man. Must have had to fight off a bunch of bears to win that auction. He stands out for good reason. He's away, but so I want to have a quick check. I wasn't just going to jump the gun and pick him, but I think we do pick him for top Charlie. Franco Escobar, very good game for him. Matthias Dielsch, it's a new name on me. Dutch defenders are always a bit shaky. Diamande is solid as a rock. Is he on to play? I know it says 100% here, but can we double check it real quickly? 4 hours ago. Should be quite up to date. Yeah, Diamande, 75%. Good. Slide him in there. And in the midfield, we've got Achi. He's on to play. That's a good kicker classic to have lying around. We've got Espinoza away from home. We've got Morita. Who was that? Sorry. Humland. Yeah, he's not on to play Humland, so it'll probably be Morita. I think we would rather Achi classic in here. We've got Santi Moreno in season. Johnny Russell in season. That's my heart talking. Oh, who's that there? Reinders, the wrong one. Yeah, Santiago Moreno at home to St. Louis. I think picks himself here as an in-season card also. And then we need a last man in season. Was it best in-season teams, Rico man? In-season, yeah, it was. Just wasn't sure if Espinoza, I think I would take for this. How's his form doing? I know he's away from home, but he's like a set-piece machine, isn't he? He's alright. He's alright. So the question is, if we started him or even Morita, how does Morita do if he starts? Let's see, if he starts away from home, Sporting, all time. Actually, Morita's got quite a high floor. And if he can, Morita's interesting, but I don't know if he quite... So that means we could play him over Achi. We could play Gyökeres in attack. Is Gyökeres going to be much better than Santiago Moreno? I'm not too sure. Both AAA rated. 56% chance. Hey, yeah, maybe just take that. Maybe that is the way to go. Go with the classic Gyökeres. Get Morita in here. I don't know why I'm saying his name as if he's from Ecuador or something, but I like saying it like that, so I'm going to keep doing it. And then we need another classic guy. And then we could look at, who was the MLS guy we were just looking at? Oh, we could just put Moreno in again. So it's it's basically Gykeres and Morita, or Achi and another. I think that's the build. That's the build. I think. So I don't think there was a better extra player in the mid situation yet. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. And then contender in season. Right, so we're looking at classic keepers unless we use Null or the Korea lad. Right, so let's build the outfield and we'll double back to the goalkeeper. In season, we've got Dong Yun, L5 of 51, Gideon Young, L5 of 50. Hugo Ne, L5 of 78. Wow, 99.4 in the last match. Double decisive. Maybe a bit of an outlier there. Yeah, a bit of an outlier for him, but definitely catches the eye. Gideon Young, have a peek at him quickly. He's okay, isn't he? High AA capable. And does he prefer to be at home or away? So away from home 45, at home 47. So he prefers to be at home. He is at home. Not much of a chance of clean sheet, but it's a 50-50 game on if they'll win it or not. And Dong Yun, don't like him as much as the last guy. So I think we take Gideon as our in-season defender. In midfield, we're looking at a choice between Shin Jin Ho, Naka. Who's this guy? He's good. He's good, isn't he? If he gets that decisive. Shin Jin Ho, is he still being Shin Jin Ho? Yeah, well enough. We've got Elzine. Love Rico, man. Honestly, the level of scouting you pull off is brilliant, by the way, mate. Whenever I'm looking at your gallery, I always see names and faces I've never seen before. So touche to you, mate. I tip my cap because so many of them, not all of them, obviously, no one's perfect, but like, you get so many of them right, mate. GG's to you. Right, so let's just double check. Yeah, we had no, I know we do have in-season keepers. So I think we need an in-season keeper and a classic forward for this. Unless we use Capete. Not definite to play. There's this guy. He's playing Schalke. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing these days. I like Inigo Vicente, but he's way better than everyone else we've just looked at, I think, isn't he? Maybe, Ito? Oh, he's on the bench. Where is Capete? How's he been doing since he's been back in RG Land? Yeah, not great. So I think we want to take the Inigo in this one. And then we need to find an in-season man number 5. Which is going to be one of these two guys. The Naka guy was a wee bit more exciting. He's at home as well. I don't really remember this guy. Elzine. No, yeah, it's that guy, isn't it? Not done much yet. Yeah, so I would be taking the Naka guy. And then we get an in-season keeper. Nong at home at Paderborn. Or Ming John at home at John Book. John Book are apparently mince, so let's take him. The contender one, mate, I'm not going to lie, I've not got much faith in it in terms of my quality of the build. There's maybe a detail or two in there that maybe creases this one out a bit better. But in-season is kind of limited, actually, as I say that. I'm just worried if you wanted an ego for a top classic team you maybe have. Classic is in D2 right enough, and this is in D1, so I would be prioritising 1 over 2, of course. And this, you've got the sport and spine and then a kicker on it. I quite like that. Yeah, good teams. Let me catch up with the chat. Oh, Reese, I'm definitely right at the end of it, mate. Free Prem, win this. I need a forward, but just out of budget right now. Names Reese or Cyril. Reese, I'm kind of, so what I might do is there's a few of these that have been asking. I know Dash and Adriano need to sort their memberships out so they're on the right one. P-Doc, I see you as well. There's 1 or 2. I'll tell you what, guys. Yeah, I'll try and do a crash course one tomorrow, right? So if we don't get round to you today, keep your notifications turned on. If you're in the Telegram group as well. If you're a member, you should be in the Telegram group. So if you go onto the channel homepage and click the members tab, scroll down a little bit, you'll find a link to the Telegram group. Hit that link, download the app if you need to. That takes you to the main forum. Go to the top of that. Second message gets you into the chat. But even within that forum, when I put messages out there, you'll be notified anyway. But we'll probably try and do a wee cramming session, a wee half an hour, 40 minutes tomorrow for some of you guys that didn't get on the lineup build today. Because we've still got another little bunch, by the way. And yeah, time is a calling. So Scott Marshall, or S Marshall, you're after my man Rico, man. So let's see what you were after. Scott Marshall, 1 Bundes Classic, La Liga Classic, 3 Champ Classic, Chelsea Stack, and Classic Prem Rare. Love your thoughts. Right, so this is all rares. So what did we say there? Classics, Classic, Classic, Prem Stack, and Prem Classic. Okay, so it's all Classic across the Prem and the other stuff. So let's go to Prem Classic and just put the Chelsea stuff away. You've got a Chelsea team you wanted in this, he said. So Chelsea. Take a pick of the forwards, really, isn't it? And then Enzo. It's probably something like it is. Okay, so Bunde, La Liga, 3 Champ. La Liga, Bunde, 3 Champ. We get the Killison. Carvajal kind of picks himself here. Pablo Fornals, I would take. Oh, you're going to go double forward here, I think. You need to take Vinny. And Braze it's between Braze, Aspas. Aspas has got a double game week, so I'd probably put him in. Maybe just captain him on that basis. Bundes Classic. Fredeke. Ben. No, I don't think Henriks is playing this game, by the way. I don't think you've got a defender for that, buddy. I think Henriks has got a yellow card suspension. So I'm not playing my Henriks. I don't think I really wanted to play him. But yeah, Klosterman in over Henriks here. I don't know why it's 40% and all. I don't know if it's a fitness thing on the go as well, but we can't use Henriks. I think Guerrero's on to play, but yeah, Guerrero's on to play. Amiri playing Union, fine. Sabitzer I would take as well. Undav, yeah, that's fine. Add in Prince Sabi. I'm a captain Prince Sabi kind of guy. And then Classic Champ X3. So we've got a lot of options. I've got a feeling you've maybe got more than one Prem Classic outfit on the go here. But we do have double Emmy. We've got a Boca and we've got a Cohen. I'd probably take Boca here anyway. Top goalkeeper pick. Top defender. I really like Angelino at home to Empoli. It's going to be really hard to look past that, even with the kanji there, because Pep Roulette might be quite tricky. Although 80% is quite convincing, isn't it, at this stage? So it's between Ake and Angelino. I think I would take Angelino on the basis of, like, he's going to be collecting more AA in general. Roma should get the clean sheet. He could get decisive. I don't think Akanji's quite got that full repertoire locked in. Bruno, Kvaratskhelia, if I can even say that. Yeah, so Bruno would be the top guy here. Oh, really good choices of forwards, by the way. I like Alvarez for a debut goal. Neto against Wolves does interest me there, but I think Alvarez debut goal feels fun. And I'd probably put Cravadonna playing a different Bologna than last team. I'd probably put him in there just for his peak potential power. Any of these guys could be captain. I think this is a really strong team, by the way. I know Bologna were a bit, Napoli, I beg your pardon, were a bit of a mess last week. I don't know if it'd be too much different, but Cravadonna at home against a team like Bologna should do well enough. Cohen away. Let's just take an Emmy into this. I'd probably take a Kanji in next. And then we're looking at Eze. Yeah, this is maybe like a Prem team. Oh, we've got Rodrigo. Yes, this is maybe like a Prem. Oh, is that in season? Yeah, you've probably got a bit of in season on the go here. So, right, okay, let's go back to Champ and try and not use the in season guys in. So let's use Classic Emmy. Classic Akanji. Yeah, there we go. I would use that and that. Got Caicedo, Eze. Yeah, we'll go with Eze again. Mateta makes sense. So I'd give him the berth. And then Romero, Caicedo. A lot of actual interesting options here. Di Lorenzo could be good. Braze also. I'd probably take Di Lorenzo in here. I'd probably double defend on this one. And then the final one, you're probably using your in-seasons over somewhere else. So we'll use a Philip Cohen. We've got Romero. We've got Oliveira. Colwell. I think we need to use that Oliveira now. Or Oliveira, Romero. Maybe, no, I suppose this, you'll probably get Romero in a better team, I suspect, based on what we've got here. So I think I'm going to go back to Oliveira. Yeah. And then mid, Caicedo, Braze. I would take Braze into this team. Guiri. I'm trying to avoid the Prem guys because they're probably in our lineup. I like Guiri. Away at Strasbourg's not great, but I do like Guiri. Becker could be good as well away from home. And then final man, yeah, maybe Becker. Double McGinn. So there's plenty of McGinns to go around. Oh, Rodrigo, of course. Oh no, he's not going to play. That's why he's so far down. Oh, Doogie. Doogie. Does Doogie make it into... Yeah, I think Doogie does make it into this team over Di Lorenzo. And then the risky punt, we go Cohen. We get Di Lorenzo now for defence here. Can we go double Napoli defence? That could be fun. Take Brace for mid. That's still usable. Guiri up front is still usable. And then, yeah, where's that other Napoli defender? If we had two of them, we do. Lovely. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I see you've probably got some Prem teams built alongside this. But yeah, let's just imagine the Chelsea guys are locked away over there. La Liga Classic. Double striker, double game week. Double game week for Fornals and Aspas. I think they play each other at the end of it, actually. But anyway, 2 games for both of them. Vinny, Carvajal, Killison. Bundesliga team picked itself, really. And then Solid is probably the name of the name on the tin for this one, yeah. I like that a lot. Really good teams. What time are we at? 35. We're doing great. Right, where's Apocalypto? And then I'll catch up with the chat. Apocalypto. Bundes and Champ. Benny, we've been comfy, mate, we've been doing this for about an hour and a half already. Super comfy. I'll play it in season, but the cards there are weaker and kind of pick themselves, really. 2 Bundes, 1 Champ, without PSG and Marseille, because you're using them in the French special. That's fine. I'll maybe just pick that if I can quickly. Is it rares, Apocalypto? Sorry. You are rares, yeah. Let's just put the French special together so I don't need to look at them. Donnarumma. Who are we thinking about here? Probably Balerdi. Teji. Greenwood. Vitinha. Something like that. I know these probably won't be the teams, but I'm just trying to put away the 10 guys that I can't touch for later. Really? Paco, Mendes. Probably Paco, Pacho, whatever. Højbjerg, Nune, Neves. Yeah, it's probably double mid there. Højbjerg and Neves. Do that. Cool. Just keep them away from me. And we're building 2 Bundes and 1 Champ. Is that classic? Sorry. Let's look at Bundes in season. We'll go back to the original. Was it in season? Just Bundes and Champ, you say? They all look like in season to me, so I'm assuming that's what we're building. Right, so number 1 keeper. Oh, by the way, Bauman isn't a bad shout, but he's so sketchy for a clean sheet. Hideki, I don't like that game at all. Neuer's probably the safest. I don't think any of them are that nailed this weekend. I think Grimmy is in season confirmed. Thank you very much, mate. Grimmy is the man. What does the Leverkusen team provisionally look like at this stage? Do we have it? Yeah, we do. Wirtz is going to play. Grimmy's going to play. No Aliesh. I think I noticed that earlier. I had to change my own teams. Simons, yep, is going to kill it. Works could do okay. Simon's his first name on the team sheet here. Kramaric. Oh, by the way, very good striking options. Very difficult. Ekitike is going to score against Dortmund. I think Dortmund Frankfurt is definitely a high scoring game. Kramaric at home at hosting Kiel, but it just feels like the peak, doesn't it? It just feels like an utter peak score. And then I would maybe put Musiala or Wirtz into here. Tough one. Wirtz will get subbed off. I think is Amiri maybe worth a wee shout in this team? At home, 50% chance to win. Mines. Is he on to play? He is, aye. This is Wolfsburg team projected look like. Yeah, I'm not really worried about that. I think Kimmich, you had the Kimmich, didn't you, as well? Just really safe. I think we take Kimmich if he's here. Yeah, super safe. Captain whoever's boss team. And we've got a second lineup, don't we? What did you say? Two Bundes, one champ. I'm going to end up picking all three Bundes, so I don't need the double pick players and stuff. I'm going to take Ballman in team 2 here. Or unless that other keeper's needed for champ, actually, I'll check that also. Upamecano, I think, is the pick here. Musiala Wirtz double mid could be the play. Kane up front. Yeah. So let's look at, is it a champ in season then as well? Because maybe now we pick this because we need a classic keeper. Sommer's an easy take. And then, yeah, we'll have Di Lorenzo, Kim and J. Brassier. Yeah, he's not actually played yet for them. Jolly, Mendes. Is Mendes on to play? Yeah. So Mendes, I think, is a good shout for this. Di Lorenzo is really good also. I think I would take Di Lorenzo personally. Just a wee bit safer. Paqueta against Palace, Amiri. Maybe Paqueta, Amiri. Ooh, by the way, double forward is so tempting. Rodrigo's the pick here for sure, but Amiri at home, 50% chance to win. Ekitike going to get those decisives. Cravadonna at home. Leao playing Parma. Boniface. Yeah, I'm probably going to. I probably would take Varadona because I think at home he's good for a decisive and he's an 8A guy as well. So that's the way I would do it. Two strong Bundes team here. Really strong lineups, mate, overall. Even those French ones, when you obviously I've not done them properly, but D1 in-season champ looks hot to trot. D1 classic Bundesliga, or in-season, sorry, looks fucking top shelf, doesn't it? And this team really should be getting promoted into D1. So I really like your effort here, Apocalypto. I think you're going to do very well. Shaforko, what were we after? Monfrere? Yeah, check you out. And then did you, I said yeah and stuff, and then did you tell me? Anyway, I'm building, under 23 is the main, then Prem, Bundesliga, rest, contender. I always make alone because it's HNL based. You've got tons of stuff here. Shaforko, so let me read that again. Under 23, Prem and Bundy. So let's see how it shakes out. Under 23 will be quite easy to build, perhaps, but then, like, yeah, if we use this, you're not getting much HNL unless you've got other guys. And Hine is, oh, Jesus, man. Your goalkeepers are going to really slow you down, I think. Josco for the Bosco. Top pick. Xavi Simons, top pick. Palmer's there as well, by the way. Doku, Fatawa, Kvaradona. I think I would take Kvaradona here at home against Bologna. Good chance of the decisive, I've already mentioned it. And then that Palmer mid, like that is cooking. Your keeper is going to be a bit of a handicap. Maybe I'm underselling Osilic, right? But I think Rijka should be doing them most times. And who do you captain here, really? Like, I think outside of Cravadonna, the other three guys are all equally captainable. That is a brilliant top team. In D2, we'll have another Cavlina. And then is Nchapi on to play for Leverkusen? He is. So Nchapi's good, but they might concede some goals. Bookfitch, my boy. Nico Williams. Yeah, I think it probably has to be Nchapi. Caicedo, Baterina, Fruk. I think I would take Baterina. Great fixture there. Doku. Is he on to play? Again, Doku could be great, of course, but don't might be picking him if we don't think he's going to get enough minutes. Yeah, Doku's on. Doku, Fatawa. Yeah, I'm taking Doku. And then final man for this team. Caicedo's a really good shout because he's just an AA machine. Away from home could suit him quite nicely. Nobody else really makes a good case. Maybe Fruk. He's playing the goalkeeper button. I know people hate that. I'd probably take Caicedo. And then under 23 team 3, we're playing Carol Hine. This is a bit of a long shot one, isn't it? So we've got the HNL defenders we'll try and leave to one side. We've got Nico Williams playing Southampton. We've got two Juricic and a Bukvic. Tough guy to pick, isn't he? I like my Bukvic guy. It's a tough game for them, but I'm probably going to take the Nico if he's going to play because he's we fullback that might get in amongst it. We've still got the Fruk, who's a good midfielder to lead the team out. We've got Sesko, who should be scoring goals. I don't like Fatawa against Fulham. And then fifth man, Okuli, Lee Ho Jae, Onana. How did Onana do on debut? Oh wow, very good. I'd put him in team 3, no problem. And then what did you say after that, Shaforko? Prem and Bundis with the rest. Right, so 4 keepers. Wow, by the way, I don't even know who to say is your best keeper. I don't think Man United are going to have a good time with it against Brighton. I think it's Sells away from home isn't great. I'm still an Emmy guy. I don't think Arsenal are scoring 3 against Aston Villa. It's probably the safest thing I can say regarding that. Do we have in-season cards? Yeah, we've got 1 or 2 maybe, so maybe need to watch out for that. But I don't think we want to pick Arsenal players alongside the Emmy. So we've got the Hatchet, we've got Jedi, we've got... Yeah, they're the main contenders here, isn't it? So I'll probably take Jedi. We've got KDB, killer. And we've got Son, killer. And then we've got Bruno. In-season Bruno. It's going to be probably get an in-season team, so I just might put that together so I don't... leave. I see the quality of the team before we pick the keeper. So we've got Ben White and Delo. I'll probably take Ben White. I think AA can hoover. You get the Bruno for the captain. Fatawa up front, fine. And then Diego Dallo anyway. It's alright. I probably wouldn't prioritise that over the classic stuff we're just building. So that's fine. I feel a bit better about that. So let's say we've got Emmy to not concede 3. We've got Jedi. We've got Bruno and KDB and Son. Boss. Prem, team 2. So I'd probably go Onana next. We can take Arsenal defenders if we want. Is it Zinchenko hit the sort of numbers we think he should at that position? Nah, not really actually. 2-0 victory as well. That's a bit disappointing for him. So maybe Ben White's the pick here. Kai Havertz in mid. Or Kovacic. I think Kovacic isn't a bad shout, by the way. Yeah, I would maybe take Kovacic as a safe mid. Up front, it gets a bit thin. We need Man United and Watkins and stuff. Yeah, so I'm probably going to take Xerxes on this one. And then, do you know, we could just drop Ben White for Hatchet. This feels a bit better to me. And then the 5th man, we can look at Havertz is good for a decisive. I think that's what I would do. I'd probably put Havertz into this. And then when we get to team 3, do we play Steele or Sells? I think I play Steele because he's at home. I don't think Man United are going to score 3 goals or more. We've still got Ben White we can use to good effect, so let's try that. I'm taking McGinn for this midfielder spot, which goes against the Ben White. I know, I'm sorry, freaking these out probably. Can't not play Watkins, and then maybe you take the Bailey here. Makes me want to put Bailey in and ditch Ben White. And if we ditch Ben White, who could we take? We could take Dallo. Could he have a good game? Yeah, he definitely can. It's not that frequent, but is it? So yeah, I think Ben White's the play. I don't think there's too much a team bumping off each other in this one. Like Ben White, like what's a good score for Ben White? I don't see him being restricted. Like if Aston Villa got, if it was like a 2 each draw, yeah, he's not that great actually. I think we will just go for Delo in that spot, and then we've got a bit of. Or do we maybe look at Pau Torres perhaps, or a look at Dina? Yeah, I'd maybe look at a Pau Torres, by the way. Don't think any of the defenders at this team are that great. And then again, you've just got that Villa presence, kind of keep them together. And then we've got a bit of Bundes to throw out. So we've got Labrovic, Kobel, and Hradecki. I'm probably taking Hradecki team 1, Schlorbeck team 1. Is Palhinha on to play for Bayern? I didn't think I'd seen him there, did I? Where is the Bayern team? Palhinha 50-50. Yeah, I'm kind of not want to touch that. Lovre Meyer playing Bayern, no. Gross should play. Let's see. I think I did see him playing also. I think I would take Gross. Yeah, I would take Gross even in this lineup, in this fixture. Kramaric, fine. They keep Dux for the other team, so that's whatever. I think we take Lovre Meyer just on certain. Or no, maybe let's take Rom. And then when we do the next classic team, I'm going to go Labrovic. Oh, no, we can't go Labrovic because he's going to be playing Dutch. And I know you don't want that. So we've got Kobel, Ta, Meyer, Dutch. This kind of picks itself in the end, doesn't it? Palfinha, Hoffman from the bench against his former club. I'd maybe just, this is the last team you're picking, mate. I'd probably just put him in over anyone else there. That's how I'd have them lined up. Shaforko. Sorry, mate. Sorry. The Ocelot chat and the Mires chat is getting in. I'm new to the game and an Aberdeen fan. Our new signing, Keskinen, is not in the game yet. Do you know when he will get a card? I think they're going to try and get a lot of new faces out. There was a wee announcement about some new faces yesterday, the day before. I think with the Scottish League in particular, they'll probably just wait until the transfer window closes and then do an updated release on any moves, incomings and outgoings and stuff. Copy. I think that's the way it'll work. Right, guys, I actually need to go now. So Boyson, Coplice, and DD. Right, guys, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll do another lineup builder tomorrow morning UK time. Turn the notifications on. Make sure you're in Telegram. Boyson. Was Boyson first there? Sorry. Boyson, yep. And then Coplice, and then DD. Tomorrow morning, lads. I'll start with yous. And if there's any in the chat. Mama is phoning me, sorry. I've got my phone on silent and my headphones are connected. The thing talks to you. Let's see if it goes again. Incoming voice call from Mamo. Now, this isn't, I'm not French or anything, obviously I'm very Scottish. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Mamo. So it sounds like Mama. Mamo. And Paul Doc. P-Doc. P-Doc. Yeah, I see your second comment here. Where was your first one? I'll add you in as well, mate. P-Doc, yeah. And P-Doc. You guys will be up first tomorrow. And anyone else joins that didn't get done today, we can catch you tomorrow as well. We'll do a little cramming session for the final... final little bit before the deadline. Thanks to everyone that has joined us. Thanks to all the members for the continued support, of course. I'll sit with you for a wee moment just to make sure the chat catches up with me. Adriano, of course. Adriano. Now tomorrow, when I flip it on, it will be like members only, is the way it's set as. So it won't be a public stream. You'll get the members notifications and stuff like that. So make sure, Adriano and Dash, if you get yourself onto the right membership, like I'll see you tomorrow morning, kind of thing, as well. But yeah, wish me luck for this podcast I'm about to record. I'll see you at 7:30 on Celtic here for a full weekend Celtic preview with me and McBride and maybe one or two other ones. Yeah. Have a great night, everyone. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. For the deadline show tomorrow. Whoop, 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 whoop.